Episode number 2 of Gatemen Post Live. Thanks for joining us here on the field out at Spillane. Jacob Tobey, Jake García, and Andre Simms. Well, guys, the Gatemen finally solved the puzzle that is the Hyannis Harbor Hawks in their third try. They get a win against this team that had really plagued them all year long. Harrison Wenson had a very clutch hit in the 8th inning, which allowed the Gatemen to recover after allowing a run in the top half of the 8th. The bullpen also pitched much better tonight. Andre, overall takeaways from the game.
Yeah, you mentioned the bullpen, and that was kind of the problem that surfaced in the first couple of games against the Harbor Hawks, especially in that first one where they had the lead going into the 8th and then ultimately blew it with the 4-run 8th inning. And so having the bullpen step up in the way they did, which is directly juxtaposed to what they've been doing the past couple of games where they'd come in, they were getting absolutely shelled, especially last night against YD. So to have them have a bounce-back performance like this, only using 2 arms tonight is another huge point because, one, it keeps them fresh, it keeps them loose, and it also boosts their confidence.
I feel like now is the point in the season in which we're starting to see roles emerge. Do you think it's safe to call Ryan Wilson this team's best reliever? He was electric tonight. Alex Small also makes a case for that claim.
Yeah, I think both pitchers are very good. I mean, the bullpen overall has had its moments where it's been kind of shaky, where they let up some runs late in some innings. But they're also, Ethan Small has done a great job late in the game. We saw, back here a couple nights ago when he struck out a couple batters in a row to end the game. So it just kind of depends on who you go to and what inning. But I think overall, I think the pitching tonight was better than it has been before, and I think it can get better as these guys get more comfortable here on the Cape.
Ethan Small, not as I said, Alex Small. Thank you. And as we move forward here, we'll continue to get better. Final point, though, the offense, every single starter tonight had a hit. You juxtapose that with last night where the middle of the lineup was held hitless in 12 at-bats. Finally, this team has its offense and pitching click at the same time.
Yeah, and I just want to take my final takeaway, I think, is Colton Shaver finally kind of breaking out here. Had an RBI sac fly in the first, followed it up with an RBI double back in, I think, the 5th inning. Came into this game, 3 for over, 20 or whatever it was, the numbers. Only 3 hits coming into the game, rather,
right.
Since June 13th. So I think him breaking out was a great sign for this offense because, with him struggling, moving from position to position, trying to find his niche on this team, I think he's found it. He's kind of worked with the fastballs, first pitch, breaking balls away with the rest of the count. I think he's working at it, and we talked to him before the game, and he said he's just trying to find the best pitch in the at-bat to swing, and he did that tonight, definitely.
Yeah, and to that point, I think not to be lost in this game with every starter having a hit, they did so without KJ Harrison, which was going to be a question mark going forward is who was going to fill that production spot, and to be able to do that when he's not in the lineup is going to be huge because this is what the lineup is going to be for more than likely the rest of the season. There's a slim chance that KJ Harrison returns after Team USA, but for the most part, we doubt that that's going to happen. And so the fact that every starter in this lineup without KJ is able to do that is huge going forward.
Well, Wareham was winless in their last 4 games going into tonight. Hyannis had won 5 of 6, but tonight the tables turn, and Wareham gets their first win of the season against the Hyannis Harbor Hawks in an advance to a game over 500. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight out at Spillane. Thanks for watching the second episode of Gatemen Postgame Live.